What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got 12.5.6.3 of full self-driving, and honestly each iteration gets super better. Just look at that. It quickly gives signal because it has to switch to left lane. We are going to our destination. Actually, we're going to go to Target and check out a couple things and then make our way on back into the studio. And at the time of this recording, I'm at 955 subscribers here on Tesla Volt. So thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. And if you're new here, hi there. I make content based around Tesla. Right now, lately, actually, ooh, that was a Model 3 that just passed by. The refresh, it was an ultra red one. So I make content here about Tesla. And since I have the Tesla Model 3, I make a lot of content based on the Model 3. And I also make like rumor videos about the upcoming Tesla Model Y. I'm going to dive into more like other Tesla videos as well. I make full self-driving videos, but here we got 12.6 or 12.5.6.3, and honestly, it's great. Like, it performs super well. There's no like stutters, or it's very smooth. I'll tell you that. And I've been using full self-driving since April, when it kind of went out for the masses for a lot of consumers. I got the FSD, like the 30-day free trial period, and I tried it out, and I was like, okay, I'm definitely going to be using this. I've used it on long road trips, and I think this is the best for long road trips, especially if it's like daily commute. Here and there, I'll kind of switch to FSD, but most times I'll kind of leave it for me to drive the car. But on long road trips, it's great. I mean, especially, let's say you want to like snack on something, or you have like a drink like coffee, or if you drink soda or energy drinks or whatever, or if you have tea, you can drink that comfortably while paying attention to the road. You can have your snack comfortably. If you want to eat a full course meal, go right ahead, you can eat that comfortably, but you got to keep your eyes on the road. That's the most important thing. So right now, as you can see, it turned left, it switched lanes. Now it's going to exit here on the right. And honestly, this gets me super excited for version 13. And Elon has kind of been stating on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, that there's going to be so much more improvements. We may get the first batch of unsupervised full self-driving in 2025, so I'm very excited to see when that comes out, how it performs. And you already know, if I do get access to unsupervised full self-driving, I will be making content on it. So definitely be sure to subscribe to the channel already, or if you haven't already, and let's make it to our goal of 1,000 subscribers. And also, if you guys are new, my main content, I'm full-time content right now. This is my main thing I do, and I'm focused on MTG Productions, where I make content about tech products like iPhone, Samsung, Google, and all that other stuff. And that's what I've been doing for a long time, and I recently went full-time. I'm going to November, wrapping up November will be my third full month, and it's been great. It's been a great journey. I've kind of been able to put in some more work in Tesla Volt. I also do have other side projects, but I've really been enjoying the content here on Tesla Volt, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. So essentially, every iteration of full self-driving just gets better and better, and you'll know this if you use every single iteration of full self-driving. And what I love about it, there is a software update. You just update the car and you're all set to go. And version 13, I mean, I can already imagine how great all the promises are. I hope those promises come true, but I can't wait to see where I put it to my destination. Right now, my destination is Target, so I'm gonna go to Target. I can't wait for it to go into the parking lot, park the car for me, rather than kind of disengaging full self-driving and having me park and all that stuff. That's essentially what it should be. You get in the car and you put in your destination, you hit go, and everything else the car does for you. And that's essentially what unsupervised FSD is going to be. You sit in the car, and like the RoboCab, the cyber taxi, whatever you want to call it, that's essentially what it's going to be. And I can't wait for that to happen. It's going to happen soon. Things take time, so there's no rush, but I can't wait for it to happen. Now, on a side note, there are lots of Tesla video ideas I want to put out on the channel. One thing is I kind of want to make this a portable office setup type of thing, and it kind of sounds weird, and like, why would you ever, you have a home setup, you have a home office, why would you ever want to make a portable setup? Well, I spend a pretty decent amount of time in my car for making videos like this, or if like I'm at a supercharger, or if we're going on a road trip, or if I'm updating the car. Superchargers have that free Wi-Fi, so sometimes I'll go there and I'll sit in my car if I don't have anything else to do, and I have my laptop and I get work done. I would love to pick up a Starlink Mini, and this would also open more opportunities to making more content as well. But imagine wherever you are out on the go, you have connectivity, you have internet. There are some points on my road trip, my 5G, I don't even get cellular connection. But if you go to a place with no cellular connection, but you're using those satellites, you can still get that satellite connection and still connect to the internet. So there are a lot of things I want to do with a Starlink Mini, kind of attach it to the vehicle and have it like a mobile hotspot type of thing. I know you can use your phone, but I actually updated. I used a software update once to update the Tesla with my iPhone, and it used up like 15-16 gigs of mobile data, or mobile hotspot data. So you have to kind of put that into account when you're thinking about these types of things. So far it's been going great. I mean, as you can see, my hands are not on the wheel or on the steering, not the steering wheel, the yoke. It's not on the yoke. I've been using this for a while. I did make a video about this for those who are interested. This is from Hanshow, and huge shout out to Hanshow for sending this out. And some people have asked me how the experience is driving with a yoke, and honestly, if you're the type of person who drives like this with your hand on the top of the wheel, and it's going to take some time to get used to. For me, it was really weird at first, and there are a couple times where like my hands, because like sometimes your hand is used to using the top of the steering wheel, and like when you're turning, you don't have that top part, so sometimes there were a couple times turning, my hand kind of slid and like the car was doing weird things. So you do get used to it after a while though, and I've been using it for almost, I think, 3 weeks at the time of this recording, and it's been great. I've gotten used to it. Has no issues with full self-driving or anything like that. All the buttons work really well. Some people, it's like either you really like the yoke or you don't, and I might be the minority out there, but I really like how it looks. Now, it does open up some more vision here, so like let's say I have my phone right here, I'll have my iPhone right here, and now I can see more of my iPhone, or if I have like a video playing or a podcast, whatever, I have more of that. I can see more of the screen. If you get a digital gauge cluster right here, you have more of that, like you can see more of your digital gauge cluster. So it does open up a little bit more. You have more viewing when you're driving the car, so I do like that. Or it's you absolutely just don't like it, and I totally understand, but definitely try it out if you haven't. Now, the speed limit here is 35, it's going 41, so it's going 6 over, which is not too bad. It takes its time, and I do like that. But if you notice, like up until now, I didn't really talk about like how it slowed down or how it stopped, because it's driving so smooth, it really doesn't annoy me. But I remember when I had full self-driving, like 12.3, the first iteration that was kind of rolled out for majority of the consumers, it was all right. Like it was, for me, it was wow, because I've never sat in a car with FSD before. But then as I started to use it, I realized like, okay, yeah, this still needs a lot of work. But so far it's been great. It's able to slow down accordingly. It's able to pick up accordingly, turn very smoothly, and like stop signs, it'll stop, and it won't kind of like move forward, stop again, move forward, stop again, like past iterations. It'll make sure, and it's pretty good at kind of calculating if it needs, like the lights are going to turn yellow and then red, if it's going to stop or pass through. So it's really good at calculating that. I don't know how it does it, but it's very good. You know, there are a couple times where you still feel like I should take over, the driver should take over the wheel, but for the most part it does perform very well. Good. So what it did here, it's taking a right turn. Normally You'll go to the light, turn right, but this way I think it's a little bit easier because you're gonna have to go through a parking lot. So it turns right, very smooth, look, very smooth. So we have the right of way, gives left signal, again, wow, super smooth. Again, it's a little bit slower than most people would be driving, and it gave that turn. I don't know why it gave that turn. Okay, it's weird. So right here, it's going through the parking lot to get the target. I wouldn't do that, but again, that's just how full self-driving is for some reason. So it stops, very good, and it quickly turns. Awesome. That's very good. So it pretty much brought us to the front of the store. It says autopilot navigation complete. So what I'm going to do is disengage, pause. I said pause, but kind of like slow down because there are pedestrians and we want to slow down for pedestrians. So we are going to turn left from here. We're going to pull into the parking lot. Wow, it's pretty crowded on a Friday at 1:30. There's a lot of cars. Ooh, is that a Genesis? I'll be honest, I like the Genesis, the sedans and the SUVs. Some may not like it, but for some reason I like it. It's a luxury car. I don't know, I like how they look. Let's go like this and let's park out here, just like that. There we go. And I really do love, the one thing I love is regenerative braking. Again, it's either you really like regenerative braking or you really hate it, but I really do like it. And also does help with the brakes, so you're not using the brakes as often unless you do like emergency braking and like last second braking type of thing. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I will be making more updates as Tesla continues to roll out more updates, software updates too. This car is always getting software updates. It's always getting new features and stuff, so I really do love it. But I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, definitely be sure to comment down below your comments, thoughts, anything about Tesla, or just questions you have for me. If you want to see specific like content videos, also let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let's make it to 1,000 subscribers, and let's keep this community growing on Tesla Volt, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.